ENCE with the T side start. Mongols will show us what they've got on the defense. And as usual, we've got plenty of dual Berettas in there. Techno and Mzinho picking them up. And let's see what they can get done here. Mongols, it would be a heartbreaking way to go out of the competition. Long way home for them, but a good start in the pistol round. A second shot this time from Blitz.
There we go, Senzu and Blitz. Oh man, another one for Senzu. Immediate dispatchment of Goofy. And Kyler's gonna try and step in, but that ain't gonna work. Glaive dropping down 1v5. No one on Mongols has even been damaged yet, and he's just praying to God he can get a plants. He'll get the first kill, but two players already down here. This one is done.
They'll creep through the smoke here. Mongols yet to go down. Is Glaive doing his best to stay alive and get everything he can out of this round. But it won't be more than just the one kill for Glaive and ENCE, as Mongols will find the pistol.
Hot start from Senzu, 3 kills. Pim said before the series started, if Mongols don't get Senzu fragging, they're in some trouble. Well, they haven't had to really worry about that. We haven't really had to encounter that issue and deal with it in any significant sense, because game in, game out, he's hitting headshots. That's a thing of beauty onto Goofy. And just a well put together start to this map for the Mongols.
Yeah, Senzu at a 1.03 rating. He was the second highest rated player on his team after Mirage. It's actually Blitz who was top of the board over there, looking pretty good. We need everybody stepping up coming into map 2. It's the full Glocks here for ENCE. The flock of Glocks.
Is that what it is?
Indeed,
or is it just because it rhymes?
You know, it's the scientific term for a group of Glocks is, of course, the flock, Jason. It's like a school of fish, a flock of Glocks, etc.
Yeah, take that where you will. P250 outside on 910, saving some money for the AWP. It means Glaive is going to slip in towards Mini, but it don't matter because there's an MP9 in the hands of Techno, and he's making some bonus money. So round number 2 or round number 3 is going to be coming up next.
Ooh. Nice shot from Blitz. I like that about Mongols. They got that round over and done with. We didn't really want to watch that one. Let's get into the real round.
And 910's got his AWP immediately on the board. And if you're ENCE and you see that pistol in the second round, you got to be calling that one out. There is going to be an AWP in the...
Oh, Mirage, did he in regulation on the CT side?
CT side, no. T side, he was doing some good work with the AWP. But yeah, the AWP on the CT side, I mean, they didn't get it until like round 9, I feel like, in the second half, which is pretty crazy.
AK-47's out for ENCE, and utility being dumped towards outside nice and early, so they're going to do those wall of smokes. Just get them out early on. You can try and play with that and set the precedent early that you're capable of smoking outside and getting down towards Secret.
Yeah, it's okay that the smoke wall is up, though, because Blitz actually hustled down Secret from ramp room right out of the gate. That was a call out of spawn, not a reaction. Smoke is blown open, and Mzinho reloading. Unfortunate timing. 910 better be careful. His backup has fallen away. They could be very close to turning this corner. And yeah, you can see he's a little nervous with outside because now he's boxed in.
Good ramp take here for ENCE.
We just talked about his AWP being ineffective in Mirage on the CT side, and he's just been taken pretty much clean out of this round. He can't really do anything in terms of offering information, in terms of finding out what's happening. All he can really do is watch for a heaven play. And if ENCE don't go there, he's got a boring round.
D-Hop on the prowl through Secret. He's looking to come down through lower. Making steps now. Blitz knows exactly what he's got on the other side of things. It's a D-Ha looking to destroy him. And it's a distraction being set up because they want to send the bomb out, and it has been spotted actually with that first fight, but Techno's going to lose it. Does a lot of damage towards Kylar. Now Senzu is put under the heater. He's towards the back of the bomb site, hoping Blitz can fly up the vent to help him, and that's exactly what happens. He comes out with fury and gets 2. And now we've got a 3v2 favoring the Mongols with 20 seconds left on this clock. Goofy comes in from heaven, but they need to get that bomb picked up and put it down real fast.
Now here's the drop down from Goofy. Legs broken, but that gives the attention over to Glaive to make his play. It's happening. 4 coming up the vent. Glaive's looking for it, and this time it won't punish them. Mzinho couldn't get involved, and that's the first round from ENCE.
That's massive. That's a ridiculous round to be able to pick up there for ENCE. You can see the celebration for Glaive, realizing that's a round they shouldn't have got away with.
I don't know how Blitz got up the vent so clean. I think the Senzu flash just must have just wrecked the vent player. Backing off blind, Blitz was able to get up with no real issues for a double kill. Once again, he's a little bit of a nuisance in the midst of an execution, much like he was on Mirage.
Come on!
All right, they're getting into it. They're starting to have a little bit of fun.
Now That one map buffer is giving them some confidence. Techno taking damage down to 28 health already. Can't be too happy about that, young Techno. And Blood smoked off towards main, so he's just locked behind that.
3 players at the upper bomb site if you count Blitz over in Mini, though, as you said, blocked off by smoke for the moment. They've put Nenzu, they've parked 910. I just combined their names.
I like it.
They parked 910 with the op over in ramp room, which allows Mazzino to move around towards heaven.
I think he should change his name to that, Jason. That would sound better than
It did sound kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's awesome. Feels like an anime character or something. Outside smoke's deployed. They plume and bloom. And they're looking to walk with them. D-Ha's Mac-10 in his hands as he gets closer to A main. He'll try and cross with those smokes, and once again it's going to be pressured down towards ramp, and 910's AWP is ready to pounce, and that's exactly what happens. Kylar hits the deck.
Yeah, and this is smart from 910 as well. Don't take that angle back. You know Hades likely. You saw him in ramp room earlier. Blitz is going to add another one on top, so ENCE has been whittled down. All they can do now is really go back and try and split the upper bomb site, because you don't want to mess with that AWP, and it's just so unlikely. I say that actually, but Techno's the only one really here with low HP and a pistol.
Good kill from Senzu. And yeah, this one doesn't look like it's going to be one of those heroic recoveries from ENCE.
No, more of a back away slowly.
Yeah, just
don't let him see your fear.
Leave with your dignity. And I don't know if they're going to be allowed to do that. Oh, they run towards spawn, and they may get past the crosshead. Tossing out the utility just to keep them back. And that is going to be Mongols up to 3-1. And this is change up. They seen that they wanted to challenge Mazzino in the previous round, so they put the AWP there instead. And it's a nasty surprise waiting around the corner for ENCE.
Yeah, that's a really good change up in positioning as well, just as you said, based off that first gun round of ENCE kind of initially attacking towards ramp room. This time the Mongols ready for it with an AWP. Happy to see them push in towards ramp room. So a labored by, Deagle on Kyler, Tech9 and Mac-10 on D-Hut and Glaive. And quickly the door is open, but Molotov is going to keep Hades back. Oh, and he's lucky to be alive. Very lucky to be alive. 2 Molotovs and a peek in his position. He's down to 15 HP.
Yeah, it's a rough start to the round for Hades. You're hoping you can swing that door open and be the hero with an opening kill, but instead lose most of your health. And here's 910 going for that fight outside. It's Goofy getting caught by it. Look at this. The Mac-10 is rapid for Glaive through into main, and it's just 1 kill for him as Techno lining up 2 kills as D-Hut and Kylar taken out of play. And ENCE once again down to just 2 players versus 4 overall. Glaive has got a kill back. Hades also strikes through. And now a 1v2 for Hades' sniper.
Yeah, and good rotation from Mazzino, covering over towards lockers and making sure Glaive can't progress forward. So Hades with 15 health.
Not exactly.
He needs a mistake.
Yep, not exactly the easiest scenario to be in here. And good positioning here for Mazzino up on top of the rafters in the B-bomb site. It's a difficult angle to clear with the AWP. And he ain't gonna be able to get any closer to the bomb site. Mazzino takes him out from above. And fist bombs for high fives all around here from Mara as his team are now 4-1 up.
And he actually didn't pick up the AWP. He kept on the AK-47. So I think that's that might be the Mongols. They go for the op anyways. Ooh. Almost burned out. But I mean, it's interesting watching ENCE because they're almost recovering in a lot of these situations, despite the fact that Mongols, get some good openings and some good early action in their favor. ENCE is able to bring this round back to a close affair again. Team Molotov from the CT side. A lot of bodies outside.
Cool shot from our in-game team. MC, Rush, and Bastion over that. And we've got 910 with the scope up ready to go as the pistols look to cross on over. Here comes utility crossing through and allowing safe path for ENCE to get down secret. The nade comes a little late. 910 will not detect any presence. And Kylo dives down the vent to try and join his teammates on this lower attack. And so far there was a chance, but no longer. Kylar with that headshot might draw it back though with the upgraded weapon now in his hands.
That's actually a sweet double kill from Techno. That's actually, it's going past Kylar who's in the vents, and he knows if he swings into it, he's just going to get taken down by the bullets. So really well done from Techno. And now it's a little bit dangerous because you feel like the under bomb site is under attack if you're Mongols. But they can go up the vents if they manage to find the bomb.
Here comes Glaive. Tech 9 in hand, and timing might have just perfectly aligned for him. 9-10 coming back around the corner. Glaive cannot do it against the USP. Just Kylar left, and look at his health. He can't get any step closer through those double doors. He has stopped, and it's 5-1 now for the Mongols.
Once again, a good start for the Mongols in this game. Much like Barrage, they've buried ENCE into a little bit of a hole. Let's see how far they can run this scoreboard up.
It's exactly how you put it, though, Jason. Even in this round, it's not super clean for Mongols, right? You see a couple of chances. A light at the end of the tunnel at moments there for ENCE. Some damage with those pistols. If ENCE can get a better start in some of these T rounds, it could be a different story.
I think the nice thing for the Mongols is they've done a pretty good job of containing and handling this outside play, whether it's someone in secret blitz in these positions or whether it's 9-10's op able to just grab one frag. Dia better check left.
Oh,
he's not going to. Blitz has got him with ease.
He gets that position so early.
Yeah, and that's the only player outside. That's it. That's the outside pressure.
Another one going there. Oh, Kylar. Oh, the timing on the reload. Senzu gets a double kill. And not only that, but he gets away. He gets back out of hut. And that is daylight robbery. Senzu gets away with 2 kills and doesn't have to deal with the repercussions.
That's got to be so frustrating. What a little mid-round push from Senzu. Never expected it. Kylar reloading. And now Mazzino's getting a little bit frisky. Pushing up in towards ramp room. And this is all Mongols. All 5 players alive for the moment. Glaive left alone.
Oh, getting spammed down. He doesn't even know where it's being shot from, but he's actually inside that A site, and now he's just getting shot from all directions. Mongols feeling it now. They're excited. They're comfortable here on Nuke, and it's just not stopping.
Yeah, you're just like, bro, chill. Let me play.
Let me move.
Stop shooting me.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is that early positioning from Blitz. As you said, that was the only player out towards that position. And that is just the round pretty much ending with that maneuver.
Yeah, he's like, what can I do? He's a spray transfer with 4 bullets left, and he's taken me and he's killed me. Timeout taken from Cuban, calming the boys down. 6-1.
Yeah, pretty calming voice to have as the coach behind you has seen it all, been through a lot of it. And he can just sit there and talk over things as ENCE, once again, a slow start on the map. They were able to come back from a 9-3 deficit on Mirage. They don't want to have to come back, though, Jason. You want them to do a little better in the first half. And they did that comeback on the T side. Now only with 1 round so far. The decision is to half invest. Keep some money left over. Purchase up some Tech 9, some utility around it. See what they can pull off here. Regardless of whether or not they're going to use those outside smokes, Jason, they do throw them. Just to at least keep Mongols guessing about the fact there could be some players down secret.
Yeah, but they're all very, very scattered. There's like there's a number of different smokes all over the place.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that. That's like just cloud cover.
That is confusing. Someone probably...
Let's do every wall of smoke.
Through a smoke they didn't need to.
Yep.
Well, it will be an upper bust, as we can see. Molotov towards top of HUD. Flashbangs raining in. The question is, how much success can they have on the initial kills? It all matters about the entries. If those Tech 9s can get going. But Senzu from up top has got the first. Back up. Techno never peeked. And now they can wrap around the silos. He converts the first. He knows more is coming, but he can't peek at the right place at the right time. Blitz is here, and now the reinforcements are here. But Mazzino is dinked. That means 9-10's got to slide out a little bit deeper with the ult. Missed shot keeps giving D-Hub more and more chances! No! He's done it with the Tech 9. Unbelievable.
That is so sick from D-Hut on the flick down from the Tech 9. Oh my god. Right, okay, ENCE. That's one way to get a round win. The pistol. The little Tech 9 that could from D-Hut. We got to see that again. So they run in. Techno, it's a rough spot to be at the back of the side when you're getting run down from so many angles, but this shot as he just transfers back down.
9-10 had his chance. Had his chance with the missed shot. They're talking some smack for being down 2-6. Diaz making sure they know it.
I guess the 2 rounds the Mongols have lost, they probably shouldn't have. It's at this point, so ENCE finding a few.
Look how it hurts the money as well. I mean, this buy is fine. Missing some nades and utility, but after this, they're pretty much out of funds. Senzu's got another one through smoke. Good flashbang. Dia swings in, and Blitz almost had the time to recover. It's Techno who gets it anyways.
Oh, Glaive misses his chance to kill that main player. Now in a fight against CT, and Techno wins it with the FAMAS. Glaive just wasn't really in the position to have a comfortable affair there. And Goofy making his way through the back. Oh, big kill. Needed that one against Senzu. He has to realize there was another player close towards CT just a moment to go.
It was a very brawly round for for Mongols to come out on top of. Thanks to the FAMAS.
Oh, timing. Just as he looks away, 9-10 will strike him. And it's Hades now with a 1v3. Bomb is dropped in towards Unbreakable. And this is going to be a very difficult clutch for the Polish Opera. Creeping close is Mazinha. What a shot from 9-10.
Okay.
He just forced into the open. Bang!
Okay. Yeah.
That's rough for ENCE. Again, it was the first half showing Jason on Mirage. They weren't able to put a single round together, right? It was just these sporadic round wins. Same story here.
Yeah, this time from the T side as well. It was the CT side on Mirage that let them down. Right now, the offense ain't cooking. Back 10 on Glaive.
They were setting up for outside smokes, but they didn't throw them. Not initially anyway. They've called Hades to go for a peek instead, so they boost him up. He goes for the shot. D-Has with him. And this time, just more of a brawl, more of a fight without the utility. And ENCE have come out on top of those jewels.
And this has been the most success ENCE has had outside for the amount of times that they've actually aggressed and attacked into this position. This is the most they've done, but a double secret play from Mongols.
Yeah, this is a heavy rotation to have happened so early in the round. If the commitment continues for D-Ha, it's a really unpredictable setup he's got to deal with.
The thing is, it's going to be a little bit difficult for Mongols because now that they feel no pressure, you almost have to work up the courage to push.
And D-Has decided not to push them. Instead, he's gone back towards the big garage, and that's going to be a headshot towards the back. Mazinho can do nothing about D-Has destruction. Hades is covering off that secret push up. Misses the shot. You really got to hope that Hades can land these ones. If he goes down here, that will be a disaster.
It's not the worst outcome in the world because he's called out the position of both players. The bigger problem is the bomb is on the ground. Molotov will keep them at bay, and now that's when they have to scavenge, and Hades makes the run and makes it all the way in. Now smoke dropped, and that should be it for Techno and Senzu. Shouldn't be a whole lot of opportunities for them to recover this bomb site and defuse this bomb plant. But it looks like they might give it a try anyway.
Up the ladder they go. Techno trying to low percentage shots, shall we say?
No, not like that.
Okay.
He has pissed.
Oh my god, Techno. Okay, that's ridiculous. Is there anything else for Techno? Might as well throw everything into this one. Might as well get a lottery ticket. Here they go into the site, jumping onto default, trying to plant, or rather defuse that bomb, and they've got it. They've got the stick right now. It's around the other side, and oh my god. Oh my god, Mongols have done it. Techno with a ridiculous kill in the ladder, and then the defuse stick down in the site. That is heartbreaking for ENCE.
Yeah, that one's rough. I don't know if that's ENCE just kind of, I guess, you probably don't count on Dia getting killed in that fashion, right? But like, that's them out-positioning themselves against the bomb plant. Which is interesting because they had mini smoked. They didn't necessarily have to smoke behind the silos, but look at this. Techno just playing a ratty, cheesy game.
Pushing through into hot. Senzu has got so much control. Kylar down the vent. Blitz tried to address that drop and ends up getting dropped himself. Minute 30 seconds left. Kylar maintains position inside of the vent, and D-Ha has got towards secret.
Mazzino's dropped downstairs. He might be the only...
Senzu's flank. Look at Senzu's flank up here on top of Silo. Oh, could have had an opportunity to take down multiple players, but I think he's got to call that off now, but he's pretty mental, so he's still fighting.
And because of that position, ENCE just head into the upper bomb site. D-Ha's got it covered for Heaven.
Yeah, he's got real deep.
I'm wondering if Mongols is experienced enough to know that they're just so far out of position, but they're still going to go for this. Dia goes down.
I mean, Jason, after that retake in the previous round, I wouldn't put it against them, but...
It looks like they're saving. I think this is the right call. Well, like, yeah, you can have some mistakes and you can go for these kinds of rounds. Money's not great. This isn't a wonderful one to throw it away on. VP would save here. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, they would. A couple more occasions, too, they would do that, but last peak / ditch effort, but There we go. My God, they're running in again. Defuse to try and cause some pressure. Nice shot from 910, but that time it's taking some 6 shots, but no round win. Mongols throw everything into the mix, remove as much as they can from ENCE's hands. But it is a third regardless for ENCE.
Yeah, I mean, fair play, you get some kills. I don't think it's worth it because now you can't buy anything. I think they're trying to execute like a really late retake to get that smoke on the bomb, defuse behind the bomb site and everything like that, like really late and catch ENCE a little bit off guard. But man, it costs them a lot. It costs them a lot to go for that.
It might cost them this 9-3 half, right? It might give ENCE the 4th round they're searching for on this T side. And we've seen it many times. 4 rounds on the T side of Nuke can be enough in MR12 and CS2.
Fast-paced upper, Glaive. They get an easy one as Techno comes through the smoke. Goofy as well has found an entrance towards ramp room, and 910's AWP is really the only thing they have remaining.
It's a good position for a sniper to try and get multiple kills, but Kylar eventually gets rid of him. Just Senzu and Blitz left in a 2v4. All the time in the world here for ENCE too, so they're not pressured into any mistakes at the moment. They can take their time, put that bomb down, and Mongols have to go for it. Last round of the first. And here come the pistols back into the play.
Well, you know the location of one now. D has spotted over in ramp room. Senzu is coming with a flank through secret. Gonna have to force the issue in this smoke.
Oh,
he's done.
And so is Blitz, surely. Down to 55 health. Help behind the smoke. Just a matter of time before the final blow is landed. Blitz looking for some stats, at least on the way out here. And that's really all he's got. 8-4 half. It is the Mongols who lead, and they're looking to try and stay alive here in Katowice.
Everyone on this team, yet no one.
But still, he's been able to deliver that opener, and I mean, hell, that was his whole aim of the game back on Overpass. The entries from Electronic was stellar, so maybe that can try and bring Cloud9 back into the fold. Hobbit does it with the tech. Perfecto follows up on the Deagle. Mir backed into a corner here, but a missed shot from Hobbit's AWP, and that missed AWP shot might just be the undoing for Cloud9. It crumbles around them, and it's Virtus Pro to pull that one back. 2 players left standing, and a missed AWP once more from Cloud9 seals the deal on Anubis, and the score instead will be settled on Ancient.
Yeah, just when you're ready to write off VP from another series, after another poor first map, they come through with a choke slam onto Cloud9 on their home map of Anubis. And now Ancient, a map Cloud9 have had a lot of trouble on, so can they flip the script as we go to the finale? Will this be the finale for Cloud9 in Katowice as VP attempt to storm forward towards the groups?
the Mongols have stated that their goal is to better their performance in Katowice last year. This year, they are one step away from getting into the group stage again, but they've got to get through ENCE, and currently they're 8-4 up, but a map down. Lots of work still to do for the Asian side, Jason.
Yeah, and that's really started to kind of pick up. They finally strung 2 rounds together at the end of that first half, rounds 11 and rounds 12. So coming in here, they get to switch over to the defensive side on their own map pick as well. Another comeback in the cards, a little easier than Mirage. Mirage was 3-9, now it's 4-8.
Yeah, 1 round difference.
And Glave's going to be over in ramp room, deep peek, deep angle. Diha's already down low in case Glaive needs to bail out of any kind of a fight.
Sends the shot, decides immediately to drop down into the site. Techno continues to run through hell instead of committing down into B, and Goofy is gathering that information. He hears those steps running around below him.
This is going to be a tricky fight, though. I think Mongols just want to put the fear in him. It pulls Glaive up the stairs at the very least. Goofy's got 1. Remember, Dia's been down here this whole time. Oh, stunning. Beautiful second shot onto 9-10.
Diha has hit some ridiculous shots with pistols in this map so far. Another 2 added, but that's the bomb plan, at least confirming at a minimum they'll have a good force buy in the next round. But Mongols want everything. They want a 9th round and the pistol picked up in the second half here, but they've got to do it in a post plant with a player down. And Sensor going for the fight is distracting and setting up Blitz for a double on the clock. No issues there for Blitz. And Goofy is in a 1v2 now. No kid on his back, a flash, and the time ticking on. Go into the fight, and Senzu will win the 1v1 duel. That's Mongols up with the first round of the second half.
That kill on Glaive was actually so critical because that establishes vent control for the Mongols, which means the rotation from the upper bomb site can't go down the vents. It has to go through secret. It buys time. Footsteps are made because they're hustling, and that's what gives the information that a double stack towards control side. A crossfire setup on stairs is perfect. Double kill from Blitz, and Senzu finishes it off. Those 2 guys have been spectacular today. They're continuing it here. Mongols with a 5-round lead.
ENCE with this force buy can sometimes be risky. They're hoping for a miracle here. They want to win this round. They can get them right back into the fight in the start of the second half here. Techno holding down for a lobby push. It's a common play in these second round force buys to try and push the issue and force the issue into the lobby. And ENCE have done that. They've got lobby control.
Yeah, Kyler's here. How aware is Techno going to be when he turns the corner? Even if he's not, he's now got trade potential. 9-10. Mizzino meeting up with him as well. So Kyler needs at least 1.
Don't look away at the wrong time. He's got the crosshair in the right spot now, and oh, gets insta-dinked and taken out, but he does get 1 kill from that.
And good damage on a Mizzino as well.
Here comes that play out from Blitz. We're going to clear CT vent. Good job from Goofy to stand tall, but he won't be standing for much longer. It's a 1 and done. Once he's spotted there, there's no fallback. He can't disengage. Diha comes flying up again. This time with a 5-7, he's got a kill. And going into HUD is Senzu, but they're watching for him. They're waiting for him, and it's Glaive that's got that kill. 9-10 was unable to put the bomb down, and now needs to clutch on his own. 2 more players to collect in front of him. And there's Glaive, and that's an obstacle he cannot pass, go through, or go around. That's 5 rounds for ENCE, and the second round force buy on the CT side has paid off.
That's a huge win, and I mean, that's 2 big fights won by SMGs at a distance. The first one, Kyler in lobby, and then I think it was Goofy behind the vent as well, taking out a Galil coming out of HUT. They just whittled him down. And every step of the way, there's a bit of a distraction. Dia sliding in towards door. Glaive just lurking against the wall. Well constructed from ENCE. And that'll put you on notice if you're Mongols. If you thought it might be a little bit easy, hot to the trot to get a few rounds early on after winning the pistol, it's not the case.
So a quick play to get Blitz down the vent, and then everybody else is running down ramp, and Glaive, oh, he's caught with nade in hand, and that is going to cost him. He can't fall down the ramp, he can't fall away. So he had to stand, and he only managed 1 kill out of it. And the support network of Kyler couldn't get to hell fast enough, so they have actually lost control of the B-bomb site.
Yeah, 1 in vents as well. Blitz, there's the peek. Good cover from Diha. Good trade from Diha. And now he's got AK and kit. It's a 3-on-2.
Mizzino getting close towards him. Diha can do it even more, but he is going to get caught by Mizzino in the end, and that bomb is ticking away. It's got to be a retake if ENCE want to go for this one. This was Tech9's Deagles, just pistols for Mongols. And they've come out with a quick play and caught Glaive sleeping at ramp.
This needs to hurry. Kyler's taking his time coming down the vents. He was real nervous. I think it's done now.
What a shot.
Yeah, that is with a Deagle, that's a beauty. 14 kills for Senzu in the map.
If you're ENCE, you can't afford to lose rounds like that at this point. You know, you're coming in, you're up against pistols. If you're wanting to pull this comeback, again, you're letting them the double figures off the back of a round that you really should be winning.
I mean, you nailed it. That's just an awkward timing for Glaive. Like, he got a smoke in hand, he's trying to put it down, realizes they've beat his timing, and then they've gotten so much control and so much pace that he knows he can't even fall down. He can't even jump down onto the ramp and bail out into the B bomb site. He just has to stand and fight and can only do 1 for 1.
Okay, there's the shot from Senzu from his perspective, and yeah, Cuban, you can see the frustration.
That's frustration not for the moment, it's just like, oh, we have so much work.
Yeah.
We have so much work to do.
That makes it a lot more difficult. And now ENCE are down to a weak buy. They were able to pull this off in a force buy just mere rounds ago, but Techno this time denies access to lobby.
Yeah, it's just shocking to see ENCE go for that back-to-back force buy lobby push. This time Techno's like, I ain't getting caught off guard by that. I'll keep a closer eye and make sure nobody slides in. We don't have to deal with it anymore. And Mongols with a 2-man lead in this round can chill and wait for plays like that. Don't let them up secret, don't let them push. Keep track of them the whole way.
Now, a full minute, Mongols make sure that they're going to use most of it. Get Blitz closer towards main before they time their attack through hut.
And ENCE doesn't have the right call on any kind of a stack. They haven't been able to group up towards the A bomb site. All 3 players over in ramp room, which is not going to be the end point. So Mongols will get to 11. Anubis is the 3rd map if we need it, if we get there. If Mongols can win 2 more rounds after this.
It's feeling very likely, but the problem with the Mongols over recent times has been the fact that they're very good at getting up to that point where it looks like they're going to get the win.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to get that upset. And then suddenly something happens and the comeback starts to come through and they find themselves in overtime.
And we already saw it once in this series on map number 1. So yeah, you can't be very comfortable or confident with any kind of a lead. Still, for as comfortable as ENCE said they were on Nuke, we're not seeing it in action quite yet. Maybe in theory, not so much in execution here in map number 2.
Yeah, I think they'll be very frustrated based on that first half. There was definitely a few rounds in there they shouldn't have lost. You know, that, for example, that Techno round where he's coming up the ladder, that retake, that's just one you've got to just facepalm really and wonder how the hell that happened. And there was a few rounds like that, a few moments for ENCE that definitely could have gone differently in the first half to change the outcome of this, but they've been dealt this hand, and it's 11-5 now for the Mongols. And it is an interesting matchup for many reasons, but it's good to see 2 national teams going against each other, right? The pride of Mongolia up against the new Polish side. And so far, it's delivering, and looks like map 3 will be needed. Not a great buy again here for ENCE. And you said it just moments ago, Kuhn obviously realizing there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and they don't really have the tools to do the job.
No, not here. But they might be able to create some opportunities to put those 5.7s and MP9s to work. Mongols, again, being slow and cautious, still have pretty much an entire belt of utility across all 5 players on the team. Senzu watching for any secret push, watching for an outside push.
And Hades. Not exactly the weapon to fight that kind of range with from secret. With that MP9 in hand. Under a minute left, Diha's holding vent for the drop. Hades gets tapped away by Senzu up on top. Senzu actually took significant damage though. He's down to 9 health. Looked like Hades was very close to getting that kill. Yeah,
that's against an MP9 as well. So good shooting from Hades, but obviously Senzu going to be happy with that one. Counter smoke to block any exit out of the door. ENCE doing a good job of stalling out the Mongols for as long as possible. And that's a dangerous position up in rafters.
Especially if you have limited time on the T side, because you have to worry about so many different angles, and then chaos ensues. And that's what ENCE are hoping for. They're hoping to cultivate chaos inside this A site. And here comes the final maneuver from Mongols in round 17. 15 seconds left. Kylo with 1 in the 5-7. Glaive follows up, and that Raptors position is only good for 1, but here's Diha, the Destroyer, with a 5-7 kill, and Goofy's there with him. Bomb is down, not enough time for the plant, and ENCE have done it with the weaker guns. Diha just playing with his food as well. It's an extra insult to the injury, and that's a big round for ENCE to pick up.
Mongols just got like frozen in that mindset of like, we're hitting the upper bomb site. They got stuck in that rut of where they weren't working out any problems or solutions elsewhere on the map. It was just sitting and waiting for the moment you pull your trigger. And you could even see Kyler was getting a little bit nervous. He went back in towards midi at this point, right before the execution, to check outside because Hades had gone down. That's a 4v5 force buy conversion. And again, these are the things that you kind of touched on that go wrong. A team like ENCE, when you have, I mean, if you're the Mongols and you have this kind of a lead and you drop the lead in the first map, you have to close out those rounds. This is just opening the window of opportunity a little bit wider for someone like Glaive.
And Diha can be such a nuisance on the CT side of Nuke. He can be so disruptive outside. It's his comfort ground. He's done it for years on ENCE. He's looking to do it again here. Techno forced back into the door. Diha again getting into the smoke, looking to cause problems. Glaive peeks up from Secret. A kill found on Senzu. And inside the smoke, Diha is found, releasing his bullets. It's blitz with a headshot and drawn it right back to an equilibrium on the player count again.
Goofy's in a bit of an awkward situation. Concerned about outside, concerned about squeak door, any kind of lurks that come through. Blitz is in advanced position. And as long as he stays alive, they still have to be cognizant of the fact that he's lost outside somewhere.
45 seconds. Blitz is finally detected and taken out of the round. Goofy locks that one in. 40 seconds left in this play, and ENCE hold the advantage. Mongols have to find a pathway.
Mizzino has one smoke, and they'll need to decide if they want to smoke off windows, smoke off control doors, or smoke the bomb to go for a plant, because Glaive is down here already.
Here comes the drop down the ramp. 9-10 leading that charge forward. He's got plenty of teammates beside him, and those final pieces of utility will be put in their place. Windows smash open. Glaive is alerted to look at that position with his MP9, and the Mongols will put the bomb down. Okay, now we're in a retake. Now we're in a winnable round here for the Mongols. It's down to ENCE to try and force their way through these tight choke points into the rifles and get back into this for the defuse. And they don't have a lot of utility to do it, just 2 flashbangs. The lack of kit is probably the more poignant point, and here they go, out into the site. Goofy and Kylar with a triple, just like that. They clean up the post plant, and they get the job done.
Dang, they made that look easy.
They really did. I thought that was going to be a much more difficult round.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a little bit of battle on the retake, but the Mongols could never get the right angle at the right time to prevent them from encroaching towards the bomb site. Good find from Goofy, nice patient play. But from here, nobody's watching for the exit out toxic door. Not a single pair of eyes keeping track of that, and that's what led to their doom in the post plant. First time out by the Mongols.
Which tells you everything. As soon as the timeouts started coming in for the Mongols on Mirage, it was getting out of hand. It's not quite yet out of hand, but they can start to see that comeback coming through from ENCE.
The thing is, it's just going to get harder for the Mongols now. Like, that was kind of a great opportunity to close this map out. Now you have an ENCE that has all the money in the world. You've played against a couple force buys. You played against that round with, you know, some lesser weapons, lesser utility. Now it's all M4s and AKs. Now it's 5 Molotovs, 5 smokes, 5 nades. You've got to deal with all the different variety of utility and setups now that ENCE can bring to bear. And you have to imagine the op's going to be coming out still at some point too. So it's only going to get harder for the Mongols from here.
An uphill battle to stay alive. If this competition was easy, well, wouldn't be that interesting. So Mongols have got to do it the hard way against ENCE. Tech 9s and a Mac 10. We've seen Mongols be able to pick up rounds with weaker weapons. I think ENCE will remember those. Here come the smokes towards outside. No one committing with him. It's just a signal there could be a player towards Secret.
It's all a fake. Towards the upper bomb site we go. Drop down off the mini roof. Diha spots it out. Oh, wheel jump. Wheel jump gave Techno a chance, but Diha does line up Senzu as a frag, and the upper hit goes nowhere. Stalls out completely with Diha's position back in Big Garage, even with a little bit of a hiccup.
Look at Glaive trying a little bit of Techno up the ladder. He won't be able to do it. It's Diha that gets that kill, and Hades comes in to sweep up the kill for an 8th round on the board. ENCE are truly coming back into this, and the smiles return to the faces.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I mean, you go for that execute and counter utility everywhere, not able to pull it off. This should be, Mongol's going to be buying here. AK-47s and Galil coming out. I think they invested a little bit more than they would have liked in that previous round with Armor and Tech 9s.
Let's go, boys.
but no real success and no progress towards that upper bomb site. Round 20 underway. Another comeback for ENCE is on the cards.
They had early success in this half, catching and timing on Glaive, catching him off guard on ramp.
That ain't happening twice, baby.
It isn't going to happen twice. It doesn't look like it anyway. Glaive has utility primed and ready, tosses out the smoke, and now changes up his position. Glaive is now being pushed forward. Glaive does go down, so does Hades, and that ramp room has fallen. I thought they were going to get a lot more out of that, Jason, but it's an underperformance from ENCE's defense.
Yeah, if Glaive could have gotten against the wall, maybe. Now Goofy needs to deliver. He's got one. Time to stay alive. 3-on-3, and they don't have control of the site just yet. Kyler, oh, he makes a play.
He does. It's a big play, too. He has to make it happen. He has to make it work, and it's a good headshot up to the Raptors as well. He tried to transfer, but it's actually Goofy that will take that one instead. 9-10 with the clutch ahead of him. He's taken significant damage, down to 39. And he's looking for a 1v2 as he exits that decon door. 45 seconds remaining. And he'll look back up to the ramp. He's got to realize there's been a reposition over that. He's checking in towards dark. They know exactly where he is now. And this round becomes so difficult. In fact, it becomes impossible with that kill from Diha. And you've got to thank the B players for stepping up when disaster struck ENCE early.
Yeah, shout out to Goofy. That one kill was massive. And the Kyler being able to build upon his performance to make a play behind the silo is a thing of beauty. This one kill is critical. And then the defensive smoke deployed so Kyler can cross behind the silo. And he's just a nuisance. Him and Goofy making magic happen at the lower bomb site. 9-11.
Oh,
4 straight for ENCE.
Yeah. You can just see it on the face of Mara that he realizes that Mongols are making it happen again. The comeback is going against them. And that's what happens when you are an experienced team, that you get to the point where you're so close to being able to close out and get a result here in this map, and you watch it slip away. And it's not the same Mongols that came to Katowice last year. They've made significant roster moves, different AWPer, young players coming into the team. Hades goes for the shot, misses it, outside. Plenty of players now crossing over, and Senzu, what a shot. Nails Hades without an issue. And he gets now the AWP into the hands of the Mongols. Blitz has picked that up. Diha on the lower bomb site. ENCE handed the deficit again.
Recoverable, though. One Molotov left on Blitz that he picked up. But there's not going to be a whole lot of cover for them to maneuver across the map. All 5 players towards Secret. Blitz is in Big Garage. And Goofy can track their movements, and if they just walk in towards Mini, oh, there's the spray down, long range. That's Senzu hitting the deck, and now Glaive is brought over as well. Oh. Blitz with a missed shot, and it's all coming up ENCE.
It's not the AWP that's taken over the CT side, it's the rifles getting the job done, but that fight goes against Goofy. Techno lands it on the Tech 9, and now he gets in towards the top site. 15 seconds remaining. That is the problem here for the Mongols. 9-10 with a bomb in his back, needs to enter the site from heaven, and with his teammate going down, he will soon follow. It's 11-10. Mongols had a huge lead, but that has shrunk again to just a 1-round difference.
It all changed when ENCE was able to get off the force buys. You could see them just desperately, round after round, 5-7s, MP9s, just waiting for that moment where they could break into the rifles. What a shot. God damn.
Hades is getting punished for just missing the shot though, right? He's missed a few of them in this map so far. Misses one, bang, dead immediately. 17-year-old aim with cracked eagle.
Yeah, he's taken a cut over the course of it.
Goofy getting some space towards outside this time for ENCE.
Him and Glaive. Glaive's over at Red Box. And this is, I think, the first time we've seen this kind of aggression from ENCE's defense.
Senzu looking to be calculated and clear his close left corner, but he doesn't detect Goofy, who just hides just that little bit extra around the corner, and that has given him the kill. But Techno, look at this, he slipped the net. He's got into the site, now he fights against the CT vent player. Important trade from Goofy. Hades goes down to Mazinho, and now there's a chance into this B bomb site for Mongols, and they're going to take it. They're going to run with it. Mazinho throws the bomb down into the site. That's someone else's job to plant that, and he's going to take position up towards double doors. Glaive with a flash setup, swings into it, loses the duel versus Blitz, and there's a double setup around that corner, and Goofy's got to clear it. He only manages one, and it puts Diha in the 1v2.
Against an op as well, behind Silo, another punishment shot, and now he can slide in. Mizzino, oh, there it is, good win, peeks the window, and Mongols have at least secured overtime.
Oh, that's frustrating. That's Hades going down towards ramp, becoming a bit of a liability, honestly, across this half, and he's gone. He's gone towards ramp. It creates that opportunity, and Mongols seize that chance.
Well, it's created. You got to give Mongols credit. They're putting so much pressure on the upper bomb site. Like Hades, he's like, yeah, you have to be prepared, but he's still thinking in his head like it's an upper execute. What's happening? His teammates are calling out their attacking upper. You've got a player all the way out of Tetris boxes, and all of a sudden he gets pounced on by 2 or 3 players in ramp room, and he's got to be so confused.
Well, map point for the Mongols. Anubis starts to come into view again. A timeout taken for ENCE. Kuban having his say as he sends ENCE out to try and collect 2 rounds to force overtime again. A 16-13 victory on Mirage for ENCE.
Little switch up in the weaponry as well. Diha's going to have an AUG. Kyler's going to have an auto shotty. The Nuke tube.
We've seen a lot more variety here.
Yeah.
A balanced diet for ENCE coming into round 23.
We're getting frisky.
And this is the chance now. This is Mongols having to close it here. This is your best opportunity to do it.
It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do, because we've seen 3 rounds in this half they've been able to take ramp room. A couple of them on missed timings, one from Glaive with nades, that round with Hades with the op just not being prepared. They busted through a smoke to take ramp room against Hades and Glaive 1 round. Do you feel like you can replicate that success again?
Corridor of smokes being created for the Mongols, but that's about to be blown open, and Hades, can he strike? No,
oh
not again.
He had too many options.
Yeah, too many targets, didn't select the right one. In fact, he didn't select any of them. And now Kyler has to go down the vent, and that is probably the best weapon out of play, just like that for ENCE.
Someone's got to recover down. Okay, they have 2 players downstairs. They've got Goofy with an M4. They've got Diha already here with the AUG.
Up in the rafters, here they come. Through that decon door, good kill from Diha. Senzu and Mizzino coming back with a couple on that T side. And the Mongols look like they have done it. They will prolong play in this series and take us to Anubis. And spoke of confidence in closing on this second map. And maybe that dream stays open with Glaive's kill. He'll drop down the vent, he'll be with Kylar, but this just seems so unrealistic.
You have to stop playing if you're Mongols at this point. There's no kit either. And the auto shotgun coming out. Ooh, it's going to be dicey. AK at range. Yeah, you can see how awkward it is. Oh, runs out of bullets. Might have been able to get 1, but even that might not have been enough. This time, Mongols hold on. 13-10 victory. They stop the comeback in its track, and they force us to Anubis. A 3rd map to decide who goes through to the IEM Katowice group stage.